Hey guys, Drew here, and I'm actually not doing a GFR in this video. I'm just gonna give you guys some of my takes on the Growl's recent signings. So as the playoffs come around, the Growls have to make a few college signings, as most ECHL teams do that. I've heard a few ECHL like Maine and Reading and a couple more teams that have made some college signings. I believe Adirondack as well. They released Ryan Orgel like a couple days ago, which is pretty wild because he's a pretty solid defenseman. We'll see if he gets claimed in like a couple minutes, I believe. So maybe as soon as this video is going up, he may be claimed, but I'm not too sure what's going to happen yet. But the Growl has signed two players. Mathieu, I'm not sure how you're going to say it. I'm going to call him Mathieu. Gosselin, he is a pretty solid player, I'm going to be honest with you. We'll get talking into him in a little bit. And then we also got Brandon Tabakin. I may be saying that last name wrong, Tabakin. One of those, maybe. We'll see. Tabakin also could be one of those. But these two players, like, these are really nice signings for the Growlers. Both NCAA players, so they've both played in the U.S. Gosselin has 28 points in 31 games in the ACHA with his team. I forget the name of his team, but I mean, pretty good numbers. The ACHA is one of the lower division, well, lower like lower divisions in the NCAA. But those numbers are really nice for him. So he could be a solid bottom line player, maybe top six eventually. Could be a really good player in this lineup and score some goals and get on the score sheet a little bit. Then Brandon Tabakin, a pretty solid defenseman, 26 years old. He actually is pretty good in the plus minus route. He actually led the NCAA in plus minus at one point, but he went slowly down. I believe he leads them in like ninth now. But he's a pretty solid depth piece. I mean, probably second pair or third pair defenseman. What I'm curious about though is if he's gonna wear number 2, as he's worn this number with Arizona State since he's been there. And yes, Arizona State is the home arena of the. They both share the same arena as the Arizona Coyotes, but I'll talk about that in a sec. But before I do, um, he wears number 2, so I'm curious if when he comes here, he'll be wearing number 2 as well, because the last Growler to wear number 2, believe it or not, was none other than Kelly Cup champion Adam Party, who's actually the development coach for the Growlers at the moment. But Party was a great player for the Growlers in that Kelly Cup run. I believe he got like the first star in the game-winning Kelly Cup clinching game. But Party, I'm wondering if he's gonna take Party's number. I mean, it isn't his number as he doesn't play for the Growls anymore. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. He also wore number 4 when he played in the USHL for the Sioux Falls Stampede. So we'll see if he could take number 4 instead. And that was last worn by Simon Kubicek, who we may be seeing in the first round of the playoffs. Since we're making a video talking about the Growls, we may talk about some playoffs coming up. So a couple days ago, believe it or not, the 4 bottom teams in the North Division were all tied. So it's practically most people say it's a weak division, almost similar to the Pacific Division in the NHL. But I tell you, that race for the 4th playoff spot, so it's basically a lock. Adirondack, Norfolk, Growlers, not jinxing anything, but we'll see what happens. But then there's Maine, Reading, Trois-Rivières, and Worcester. So we'll see which 4 of those teams make the playoffs. Since what happened to Worcester last year, I think they're out of the competition, to be honest with you. Same thing for Trois-Rivières. I mean, they aren't the greatest, but I mean they are pretty solid. They just got a new goalie, Strauss Span, and he seems like he could be a pretty solid goalie. I mean, he's been doing really well for his time so far with the Lions. But I think they're out as well. So it'll either have to decide between Maine and Reading. It seemed impossible actually that these two teams were going to make the playoffs like near the start of the season. But I mean, they've climbed their way back up. I'm going to be probably there's 2 teams that I'm rooting for to make the playoffs. That's Maine and Trois-Rivières. The only reason for that, first of all, Montreal is affiliated with Trois-Rivières. I gotta cheer for my Habs as well as Trois-Rivières. But I mean, I'm a Growler fan, number 1. But um, anyways, Maine also. I just want to see Nathan Knoll, playing versus maybe like a team like Adirondack, Norfolk, and maybe even the Growlers if we get lucky enough. Oh boy, would I love to play Nate in the first round. I mean, that would be such an electric series, Growlers versus Maine. They always put on show, it seems like. But anyway, yeah. So that's the playoff race right now. But anyway, Who do you guys think is going to get the fourth spot? And what are you guys' opinion on these Growlers' last two signings? We'll see how it goes in the next few days. The Growlers will take on the Maine Mariners this weekend. I'll get some GFRs up there. I was going to make a Q&A last weekend, but I was a little busy last weekend, so wasn't able to get anything up, but I will have some for Friday, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and probably Monday morning or afternoon. We'll see how it goes though. And then the Growlers will go to Worcester to play a weekend there, and we'll come back home to play the Trois-Rivières Lions. And we'll see how they are in the standings at that point. And then the Growlers end the season at home versus the Norfolk Admirals. And then it's playoff time. I mean, it's been a great year for Growlers hockey. I've enjoyed GFR this year, and we'll see how it goes in the next few seasons with the Growlers hockey. And so that's pretty much gonna be it for today, you guys. If you guys enjoy these like types of like not GFRs, but I'm just talking about Growlers analytics, make sure to leave this video a like, subscribe if you really liked it. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. So if you can hit that subscribe button down below, I'd really appreciate it. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys, and I'll talk to you all again in the next GFR or maybe even a analytics video. We'll see if the Growlers make any new signings, but probably see you guys in the next GFR. That's it for today's video, guys. Talk to you all again soon.